My another crazy videos. I'm gonna call this DIY tries. I do like doing these just with making the soap I made. And I want to try Gothic candles because they look really cool and I've never done them before, and what's better than recording yourself trying? My channel literally has all kinds of things from like skits to DIY tries now to rambling. So if you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and let's get started. Setting up for the Gothic candles, you want to start boiling some water. Go ahead and get that started. And you also are going to want to go ahead and have some water really cold. I don't have a bowl that's deep enough for the candles I want to make, so I'm just using the sink. People usually use ice cubes, but since I'm a broke millennial, I'm going to use freezer packs that for some reason were in the freezer. Okay, so you were in and want to get a candle, preferably one that has the pull-out wick at the bottom, but I didn't think that through when I was buying the candles, so I'm just going to break them up and pull whatever wick I can out, and then I'm going to put them in this container, and this is going to sit in the boiling water until the candle is melted, and then we'll go from there. So also, when I started pulling the wick out, I learned that I have superhuman strength and can pull a wick out just by a couple breaks of a candle, so unnecessary information for you, pretty cool stuff to know for me. So I just went ahead and set it in there. It's not boiling yet, but I think it's kind of funny that they look like cheese sticks. But I just gotta wait for them to boil and melt, and then we can like start doing some crazy stuff. So a keynote is don't be stupid like me. Don't buy glass, because I mean, I'm sure you could, but when I thought about it when I got home, I was like, you know what? Glass from heat to cold is probably not gonna be good. So now I've got a new soap dish for that soap I made. Yay! Our heat is, like our candle's almost ready to start pouring. What I used was a Bath & Body Works candle top and just one of these standing tea lights. Stick it right in the middle. We're going to dump a little bit of wax around it just to hold it down before we start dipping it. And then hopefully this thing ends up pretty cool looking. Now we've got it all nice and boiled. And it's all melty and shit. Oh god, it's dropping on my feet. I'm going to just go ahead and go around this candle just to make sure it is sealed. Wow, that was a little bit more than I expected, so I'm probably going to have to melt another candle, but that's how we're going to seal it, just to make sure this candle doesn't leave. You can use this and burn it yourself, like as a regular candle. I'm using it for decorations, and let's melt another candle now. So we are all ready. We got this. It's all nice and warm, and we have our handy dandy pitcher of wax. And I am please begging that I do not get burnt. Okay, now you're just supposed to like take it and put it under water and then pour and go underwater at the same time, just like that. Oh, you can't see it. Just like this. We are losing a little bit of casualties here. Like just random wax not making it, but see, look how cool that is. Oh, that one piece fell. But the main thing is I'm trying here. Alright, so we almost are actually out. But the cool thing is I'm going to collect all this wax. Ew, that piece was still hot in the cold water. I'm going to collect it all and remelt it anyways, because there's no sense in letting it go to waste. And for this being my first time ever doing this, I don't think I'm doing terribly bad. It's coming out pretty cool. And I like the way the wax feels. So just one last little bit. You're also supposed to go like really slow with this, and I feel like I'm going a little bit too fast, but we've also got a lot of, another whole 2 candles. So this actually looks pretty cool. Not as cool as I thought, but let's try the other color and we'll go on. So now we're getting ready to add the red part in. If you'll see, my candle does have a little bit more on it than what it did. All that stuff that was floating around, I kind of melted it down. We still got more from the last time, but you know, whatever. So let's go ahead and get ready to pour the red in. The red's all melted, ready to go. Just pull it out that pot gently. Please don't burn me. Alright, looks like we want to start on this side right now. And in we go. And one of the big things you can see is I'm pulling it. And then I'm just going to let it sit here for a minute. Just to let it harden a little bit. Boom! Look at that. We got more pieces flaking off, but it's okay because we're going to add more. All right, let's add a little bit on this side. All right, well that kind of looks awful, what I added. I mean, it kind of looks cool. Whoa! Doggies, chill. Let's see. And then we're gonna do our last little bit. Calmly getting the dogs to stop fighting. Oh no, did you see that? Okay, we'll remelt that in the next little batch. I just kind of want to pour it in nice and slowly. Let's wrap it around this thing. All right, let that sit for another second. This is actually coming out a lot cooler than I thought it'd be. Yeah, check that out. That's like really, really cool. I didn't think it was going to end up like this. That is super cool. I love doing this. So I guess the first one is technically just like a foundation for it. Oh, that's so nice. And we are actually out of wax. Just gonna set that down for a second. Let me see. I do have some wax cubes up here. We're not really crazy about the scents. So I've got this one. You can use wax melts too. So I'm gonna melt the wax melts and I'm gonna pour the last little bit on this and we're gonna see how it finishes out, really. So I can't wait because these candles don't really smell that good and I hope this makes it smell a little bit better. Last little bit of wax melted, so let's go ahead and start pouring. I apologize in advance in case you hear a crazy dog. Lily's looking out the window. Let's see, all right. And it's just getting this thing out of the pot that's the scariest because it's so hot. All right, let's shoop. All right, that one looked like it was a really good pour. Ow, hot wax. Ew. Oh, okay, maybe wax melts aren't the best way to go. So regardless, it is still pretty cool. We didn't actually get a lot of wax out of, how many was it? I think I used 3 wax melts. We didn't really get a lot out of that. But, I mean, it's still pretty cool. Big note, it's actually very, very brittle. So be very careful when you handle it. Like, I'm going to try to flip it upside down. Hopefully it doesn't fall. Please don't break. Get all the water out. Alright, let me get cleaned up and I will show you how it looks. Okay, so here is our final result. I think this is absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad I tried this. Still be careful, it's not cooled all the way, but it's absolutely great. I really suggest anybody doing this. This was a great DIY try. And I can't wait to do more. If you like this, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and go ahead and comment on what DIY try you'd like to see me do next. It has been a pleasure, guys, and you have a good night.